Like so many other people, when I first learned about the earthquake in Haiti, I thought about what I could do to help. I was also conscious of a special connection to Haiti as a film director about to make a horror film, and as someone who has been a fan of horror films since childhood. The culture of Haiti has had a special relation to the genre of horror since at least the early 1930s, when the Halprin brothers made White Zombie with Bela Lugosi.
Today we do the blood dance!
American horror filmmakers, over many years, in numerous films, reinvented Haitian Vodou, known in its dominant cinematic form as voodoo, filtering it through the racial relations of American society.
Prepared for the devil and his angels.
Zombie!
Zombies, which play a marginal role within the religion, have often found a starring role in movies. Many later films, notably Romero's outstanding Night of the Living Dead, have consciously played against the racial stereotypes that were usually part of the earlier films.
Get some more lights on in this house.
Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. Do you understand? We'll be all right here.
One of my favorite films that draws on the culture of Haiti is Jacques Tourneur's I Walked with a Zombie, produced by Val Lewton. In this film, the subject of voodoo culture and zombies is both alluded to and reimagined with great beauty, religious awe, and supreme art. The films of Maya Deren, shot in Haiti, are arguably not horror films, but have been a source of inspiration to many horror films. I am thinking particularly of her film Meshes in the Afternoon, seen here. And Divine Horseman, her documentary film and book about Haitian Vodou.
There is a Creole expression, to walk together. Where life is hard, people depend upon and help each other. Haiti amalgamated different tribes in a common religion known as voodoo, so that man may pray together to praise the same moral principles and together reaffirm them.
When I heard about the devastation in Haiti, I thought of the human loss first, but I also thought of the great culture produced by the people of Haiti and how that culture, no matter how distorted or reimagined it is, remains an important part of the cultural heritage of horror films. Having immediately experienced this link as soon as I heard about the devastating earthquake in Haiti, I assumed it would be ubiquitous throughout the blogs and other media that cover horror films. When I didn't find this to be the case, I quickly decided that I was demented, delusional in making the link. Clearly, I was being too cerebral, too much of a cinephile in the midst of the overwhelming human tragedy. But then I saw and heard Pat Robertson.
Christy, something happened a long time ago in Haiti, and people may not want to talk about it. They were under the heel of the French. You know, Napoleon III and whatever. And they got together and swore a pact to the devil. They said, we will serve you if you'll get us free from the French. It's a true story.
Much to my horror, the only person I could find making the same connection between horror films and Haiti was Pat Robertson, but he was doing it clandestinely. In essence, he was saying that Haiti was like Harry Angel, the character Mickey Rourke plays in Alan Parker's Angel Heart. Pat Robertson was evoking in his listeners a narrative from American horror films, smuggling it into Haitian history, and then using the resulting truthiness of the lie to demonize the Haitian people. For better and for worse, the culture of Haiti has been a rich catalyst for the imaginations of people like myself. To not acknowledge this connection would be to leave the narratives of these American-made movies to the Pat Robertsons of the world as a tool with which to rewrite history and revitalize the forces of oppression from which Haiti has frequently suffered from its conception. I don't expect my next film will make any direct reference to Haiti, but as a member of the community of those who love horror films, I expect I will continue to feel a special link with the people of Haiti and to feel a special need to try to make a difference. Please consider making a donation to Partners in Health. Their website can be found at www.pih.org.